For this technology project, I focused on the UDL principle 7.1, which asks teachers to optimize individual choice and autonomy for student engagement. One website that I found for my technology-infused lesson plan is called switchzoo.com. Switchzoo.com is a free website which has many interactive games and activities for students and teachers to use. For my technology lesson plan, I want my students to create a new animal by mixing together 2 or 3 other animals. SwitchZoo is a website that can help my students get ideas for their project. The students can go onto the website here and click Play Now, which will launch the free app. One downside of this website is the pop-ups on the side. Before using this with students, I would check to make sure that your school has disabled the pop-ups and the add-ons on the student devices. Once the app is open, the students are able to create hundreds of different kinds of animals by pressing the buttons at the top here. The students are able to change the biome or the habitat where their animal lives. This habitat is for a zebra. You can change it to a rhinoceros. You can change it to a pig. You can change it to a monkey. Any habitat that they have on the website, you can change it to. And then once your students decide the kind of habitat they want, so I'll go with this monkey habitat, they can then change the head of their animal. So let's say they want it to be a jaguar head. They can change the legs of the animal. If they want the legs of a doll sheep. And one thing I also like is when you hover over the different body types, it'll tell you what it is, so you're not guessing. You can change the tail of your animal. Let's say you want this one or this one, and you can change it however you want it, and you can make it as many different kinds of animals as you have options here. You can scroll down and there are even more options below. So it really does optimize the choice for our students. Once they choose an animal from the different heads, legs, and tails, they can use these ideas that they're generating through this website to create their own animal. And this is really where the choice comes in, because they don't need to pick this jaguar, collared lizard, doll sheep creation they made here. Maybe they want to use the sheep and the jaguar, or the lizard and the sheep, and they can really make those choices, and these are just to give them ideas. What other features of this website that I might use with my students are these games that they have on the home page. If you go down here, they're different educational games for the students to play. I might have them build an online habitat to go along with their animals, so they can go on here and they can change the animal that they have in their habitat. Say they have more of a polar bear type animal. What goes well with a polar bear? Would a polar bear live in a desert, the tundra? Do they want their polar bear to live in a tropical area? And it changes the compatibility, so you can see what goes well with your animal that you choose. You can change the vegetation, you can change the precipitation, and so they get a lot of choice there too. Another activity on this website that I might have my students use is this Please Do Feed the Animals. And this is just, a small game that the students can play, and they'll get information about a carnivore, omnivore, and herbivore, and they could just use this to get some ideas about how they're going to describe their animal and what they're going to do for when they're writing about their animal. So this website has many great educational features, and I really feel like it optimizes the choice students have while participating in the lesson, rather than just giving the students a magazine with 4 or 5 different animals to pick from. They really have a lot more at their fingertips when they're using this website.